Friday night hanging out with your coworkers, huh? Awesome. All right. So this is V3, version 3 of the Spinnaker Summit. So from beautiful, sunny Los Gatos to the stunning waterfront of rainy Seattle to sunny San Diego. This is number 3. So this is awesome. Every year it gets better and better. And I realize I stand between you and the opening reception full of great food and drinks, so I will try not to make this too long. So welcome to the 2019 Spinnaker Summit. So there are 500 people here representing over 175 different companies. Community members have traveled from 22 different countries to join us here in San Diego. In fact, every continent except Antarctica is represented here this weekend. Hopefully, 2020, we can get someone from Antarctica here. So over the next 2 days, there's going to be over 30 amazing talks from practitioners across the Spinnaker community. We're going to hear from the likes of Salesforce, Airbnb, Home Depot, Armory, Adobe, Redbox, OpsMX, Pivotal, AWS, and many, many more amazing people and companies who collectively make this community incredible. So I'd like to take a few moments to thank a lot of different people and companies for making this year's summit happen. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Armory, Google, Netflix, OpsMX, Adobe, Sumo Logic, Kubler, Sonatype, Microsoft, and X Matters. Without your support, we couldn't have a Spinnaker Summit. I'd like to thank Greg Comstock for his design and amazing UI UX website chops for making this thing happen. I'd also like to thank Michael Galloway and the Spinnaker Summit Special Interest Group for all the hard work and planning that went into this event. Let's also give a big hand to the Hard Rock Hotel for hosting us and all of the amazing staff and volunteers who are helping this conference happen over this weekend. We're almost done with the thank yous. I'd love to say a big thank you to Pete Erickson and MoDev for making this year's summit happen once again. Kayla Gall from MoDev has been amazing at managing all the on-site logistics, so thank you, Pete, MoDev crew. So thank you to every one of you who are taking time away from friends and family to spend your valuable time with the community. Thanks to all the speakers, workshop instructors, and panelists who are sharing your keen insights, and thank you to everyone who submitted a talk proposal. We received myriad excellent proposals, and it was hard to narrow the field down to this year's lineup. This summit is an incredible event that takes an army to put on, and I'm humbled to be a small part of it. So thank you to everyone here. So last year when I spoke, I was excited to announce that both Netflix and Google had worked together and set up a governance policy for Spinnaker that formalized a steering committee, a technical oversight committee, the notion of special interest groups, and created roles for the community, for community members such as reviewer and approver. And I'm elated to let you know that since last year's summit, the community has begun a series of special interest groups, or SIGs. There's a Kubernetes SIG, there's an AWS-focused SIG, there's a security SIG, and as I already mentioned, there is a Spinnaker Summit SIG, and there are more. These SIGs have been proposed by the community and are led by the community. So thank you to all the SIG leads and to everyone who participates. I think we're almost done with the clapping. So since releasing the initial version of the governance policy, we've taken steps to clarify aspects of it and even moved all of our governance documents to GitHub and formalized a transparent process of modifying it through pull requests and votes votes from committee members. The Technical Oversight Committee and Steering Committee meeting agendas are open to view, and the TOC has begun experimenting with open office hours for anyone to join in, ask questions, or simply just listen in. And I'm thrilled to announce that last month, Ethan Rogers from Armory joined the Technical Oversight Committee. Where is he? Is he here? There. Nice beard. It's looking good. So Ethan joins Adam Jordans and Rob Zienert from Netflix and Michael Plumpy and Eric Zamani from Google on the Technical Oversight Committee. And this is super exciting, and this echoes the increase of strong, invested collaborators from within the community that are becoming approvers and reviewers. This past year alone, we had 202 new contributors to the Spinnaker ecosystem. That's on top of like 2,000 plus contributors already. And this is a fabulous trend, and I have every expectation that we'll see more of it throughout 2020. And so in other exciting news, earlier this year, Spinnaker joined the Continuous Delivery Foundation. The CDF is a neutral organization that will grow and sustain an open source continuous delivery ecosystem, much like the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, or CNCF, has done for the Cloud Native Computing ecosystem. Spinnaker is joined in the CDF with Jenkins, Tecton, and Jenkins X. And Spinnaker's success is in large part due to the amazing community of companies and people that use it and contribute to it. Donating Spinnaker to the CDF has strengthened this community. This move encourages contributions and investments from additional companies who have undoubtedly been waiting on the sidelines. Opening the doors to new companies increases innovation we'll see in Spinnaker, which benefits all of us. Donating Spinnaker to the CDF doesn't change Netflix's commitment to Spinnaker. And what's more, current users of Spinnaker have been unaffected by this change. And without a doubt, over time, new stakeholders will emerge and play a larger, more formal role in shaping Spinnaker's future. The prospects of an even healthier and more engaged community focused on Spinnaker and the manifold benefits of continuous delivery is extremely exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing Spinnaker and this ecosystem continue to flourish. So in addition to enhancing Spinnaker's governance policy and donating Spinnaker to a neutral foundation, there has been considerable innovation from many of the people and companies here tonight. The Spinnaker ecosystem is flourishing, and because of it, we're all benefiting. So when it comes to Kubernetes, 3 major new features over the last year is the addition of Kustomize, dynamic account creation for both Kubernetes and Cloud Foundry, and then enhanced traffic management that will facilitate deployment patterns such as blue-green deployments. There's been considerable work to add secrets management support into Spinnaker. And there's been changes and enhancements to the authorization model. And Spinnaker now supports Google Cloud Build. On the AWS Cloud provider side, there's been a lot of enhancements to the ECS provider. And I'm really excited to let everyone know that fairly recently, Lambda support has been added into Spinnaker. New triggers have been added, so we now support Nexus and Artifactory, and those now you can trigger pipelines off events there. And there's a new service called Swabi, which will allow you to clean up your infrastructure, and you can plug in various rules for cleaning up whatever you see fit. And a considerable investment has been made into a number of our services to allow you to back it with a SQL-based data store. This allows you to obviously replace Redis if you see fit to do so. On the automated canary analysis side, there's new data sources for SignalFX and NewRelic. There has been a ton of investment from within the community to build a viable plugin system for Spinnaker. And CloudDriver now supports idempotency through the notion of sagas. Where are you? So I'd like to call out, while Spinnaker is an open source project, there's commercial innovation happening in and around the ecosystem. There are companies like Armory and OpsumX squarely focused on Spinnaker, but there are also other companies building interesting features and add-ons. One such company is Gremlin. For those of you who aren't aware, Gremlin makes a product that unleashes chaos so that you can test your application's reliability as part of a software delivery process. And this is pretty neat because this mirrors a lot of the innovations that we've done within Netflix. As I'm sure everyone in this room is well aware, we have built myriad tools that help teams ensure reliability, including Chaos Monkey, which at any given moment is killing off healthy instances to ensure services and their owners aren't surprised. Chaos Monkey comes for free in Spinnaker, and in fact, one of the core developers is here with us this weekend. We've integrated our chaos automation platform known as CHAP into Spinnaker. This allows you to run chaos experiments during delivery. And we've added squeeze testing so you can better determine scaling policies, for example. So as you can see, 2019 has been amazing for Spinnaker. And I have no doubt that 2020 will be even better. We've been working as a community to better understand the various needs of stakeholders and the initiatives spearheaded by them. And we have an initial broadly focused roadmap available on our community repo. So if you go to the Spinnaker org, there's a community GitHub repository. This is undoubtedly a living document, and we'd love your feedback, and obviously we want your input as well. So I want to take a step and talk about innovation specifically as it pertains to Netflix. The needs of various teams at Netflix has resulted in powerful extensions within Spinnaker that enable not only rapid and reliable delivery to AWS, but also Akamai and our own container cloud, Titus. But the innovations don't stop there. Spinnaker has also been extended to facilitate delivery of firmware updates to our global fleet of OpenConnect appliances. Spinnaker also enables the safe manipulation of feature flags. What's more, Spinnaker enables the delivery and management of libraries across the Netflix infrastructure. But at Netflix, we are in the midst of another big leap. Our company continues to grow in terms of employees, but also in terms of subscribers, and this is resulting in our infrastructure growing as well. And this is resulting in a rising of complexity both for application owners and the centralized teams that support them. And so we have the opportunity once again to consolidate best practices and patterns in a centrally managed way, which we believe will result in massive efficiency gains, not only in terms of cost savings, but in terms of lowering complexity for application owners, thus making them far more productive. And so our managed delivery effort, which there's at least one talk, at least one? There's many talks this weekend regarding managed delivery, but this is a consolidation of best practices and, in my opinion, leapfrogs the notion of, let's say, GetOps, which we're effectively calling declarative delivery. And the idea of managed delivery is that we can codify these best practices and take the burden of software delivery off the hands of application owners, centrally manage it, but provide all the visibility needed so that you can still maintain your app, and when it, of course, has an issue, you are still free to fix it. The Spinnaker ecosystem is stronger than ever, and it's because of all of you here tonight. And if you are seeking ways to become more plugged in to this community, this is your opportunity. Efforts into Spinnaker's plugin system and the increasing transparency into the overall project governance, these efforts are drastically lowering the barrier to entry for you to get involved in this project. So I can't wait to talk about all the new things in version 4 of this conference next year, and I hope to see each and every one of you in 2020. Thank you. All right.